Immigration is clearly a federal responsibility. That is not only tradition in this country and not only practical as to who has the power, who has the responsibility, but it is constitutional.
You want to get elected? Point the finger at the illegal immigrants, because it's the easiest and the quickest way to make yourself look like the new sheriff in town, and you're going to do something. And it's a great way to tell your constituency that they have no responsibility in this, that they're not at fault.
I never had an immigration law class while I was in law school, and so I took it upon myself to teach myself federal immigration law. We hooked up with the Immigration Reform Law Institute, which is the nonprofit legal arm of FAIR, which is the Federation for American Immigration Reform out of Washington, D.C. I don't have a clue who John Tanton is, and obviously I've met Dan Stein, who's the president of the FAIR organization.
Some Americans see Latinos as foreign, different, alien. In fact, there are few Americans who more embody the fundamental old school American values of hard work, and sacrifice, and raise a family, and go to church than Latinos.
Si tienes metas, si te concentras en trabajos, en lo que tú realmente quieres hacer, puedes salir adelante, puedes llegar a ser alguien.
I don't know, frankly, that anyone should be surprised that states like Oklahoma or legislators like me have stepped forward to act. The reality is that it has always been the states that have stepped in to fill policy voids that have been left by the federal government.
Bill O'Reilly thought that if you come out against the Oklahoma initiative, you support illegal immigration. I am not pro-illegal immigration, I'm just anti-dumb laws.
Si hay algo que tenemos los mexicanos es que sabemos trabajar. Si hay trabajo, a lo que sea, le entramos, como quien dice. Pero eso de que nosotros quitamos los trabajos, no creo, porque el trabajo está abierto para todas las personas.
Businesses are going to claim that there aren't people there to do the jobs. How unbelievably insulting is that? The reality is that there is no job that an American citizen won't do. They just won't do it at the wage rates and non-existent benefit levels that are paid to illegal aliens to do it.
People feel entitled to certain wages. I got an email once from somebody who, challenging this, he said, I would go to Salinas, he says, as a U.S. citizen and pick lettuce. He said, I would pick lettuce for $1,000 a week. And I thought about that. I said, you know, $52,000 a year to pick lettuce. First of all, it takes the cost of a Caesar salad and puts it at $25 to $30. But beyond that, it also creates a society where you're paying lettuce pickers more than first-year teachers, first-year nurses, and policemen and firemen.
In the absence of these illegal aliens, that wage rates and benefit levels will rise to the point where there are an abundance of U.S. citizens who are more than happy to do those jobs because they can now earn a wage where they can take care of their family.
Simplemente yo pienso que hay algunos que no les gusta cuánto les pagan, no les gusta lo que hacen, no les gusta lo que es limpiar pisos, limpiar paredes, recoger, no sé, lo más sucio, no les gusta hacerlo.
There was a time where, when they got rid of the illegal immigrant labor, U.S. citizens showed up to take those jobs, and they paid them a little more. And for the people who believe in this economic argument, they point to that and said, aha, see, when you raised the wages in the meatpacking plants, who came to take the jobs but U.S. citizens? 3 months later, the Wall Street Journal did a story saying that guess what happened? The Americans who came to take those jobs quit. So the experiment failed, because the people who believed this, they stopped the tape over here. They should have ran it all the way through, and they would have realized that 3 months later, those people left. You know why? Because this was always going to be a dirty and ugly job. And so, you know, it's easy for professors at Stanford to say this, or for TV show hosts to say this, but they're just jobs that people won't do.
If you cut off the jobs and if you cut off the public assistance or entitlement benefits and you give state and local law enforcement the ability to begin enforcing federal immigration law, then you don't have to worry about mass deportations, these false arguments that people make in that regard. The truth of the matter is that illegal aliens will simply self-deport. They will leave.
En la frontera, que por muy estrictos que estén y todo, ya no tenemos miedo porque ya hemos venido, porque ya hemos vivido aquí.
Do not pass mean-spirited, inhumane laws where your child is sick and needs help. You cannot do that.
What we're seeing all over the country is the traditional American population is either slowing down its growth or actually declining, aging, losing energy. There are whole parts of the United States where the population is emptying out, in the Midwest, in Kansas and Nebraska, small rural towns, etc. The Latino population brings the energy, the youthfulness, the capacity to sacrifice today for better tomorrow, the youth that is going to be the salvation of this country.